Welcome everybody, thanks for joining me today. So today, as we know, marks like one of the days in the 16 Days of Activism campaign. I thought it'd be really great for us to talk about not only what gender equality means to us there, but also what we think when we talk about respectful relationships there. So to kick off the discussion, for me, I've always been somebody who is a strong believer in gender equality. And when we talk about gender equality, it's not about women having a bigger slice of the pie. It's about everybody to be included and recognizing and respecting diversity and inclusivity in any kind of social or community space that we have. For me, in terms of this particular 16 days of activism, the respectful relationships there is such an important part of this particular campaign there. The driving factors of family violence are gender inequality there, and one of these is respectful relationships there. So for me, respectful relationships is really about looking at understanding and supporting other people there, understanding other people's point of views there, and looking at how especially I can support women, especially those women of color or ethnic background, in being able to fully participate in society. So this is just a small snapshot of what my views are. Kaz, Evodia and Violetta, I will hand it over to any one of you to jump in and just talk very, very briefly about what gender equality means to you, and also about respectful relationships.
I'll go first. For me, respecting relationship means having equal opportunities either at home and outside home. There's boys and girls, and that starts at, as they say, charity begins at home. That starts at home. If the parents could give and teach the boys and the girls have equal opportunities in terms of education or resources, that will also help them develop their own self-esteem in future and be able to stand for themselves in workplace or outside as well. Hand it over to Eva Iodia or Violetta.
Okay, so to me, respectful relationship should be a relationship where everybody in the relationship is listened to. They're given opportunities to express themselves and heard, and also they're not considered as outsider in the community regardless on what they choose to be in relationship with. And that includes all different category of people, regardless of their race, their gender, their age, and feeling free of any judgment from either within the relationship or the community or the policy makers. So having that freedom to express and enjoy that relationship within the person and also within the community. Yeah.
When I think of gender equality and respectful relationships, what comes to my mind is about my position in society, my position in my family, my position in the workplace. So as a parent, as a colleague, as a peer, gender equality plays a big part in how I co-parent with my partner, 2 young children, and how we share those responsibilities and have a mutual respect and how we support each other. In the workplace, it's the position I have in to be able to have a voice and to be able to share my opinions and for those to be heard and respected. And in the community that I live and reside in, it's about being able to call out if something I observe is demonstrating that it's disrespectful towards women, whether it's an attitude, it's a behaviour. I think it's what we surround ourselves with. It's acknowledging that gender equality and respectful relationships play an important part in our lives.
Thanks all. you know, it's so wonderful to hear from all of you about, you know, the importance of gender equality and also respect for relationships there. I'd just like to end off with, like, you know, a saying that I just recently came across, which stated, either respect my existence or expect my resistance. So definitely I'd like to leave that as my lasting comment. Thank you all for your participation today.